Hi everyone, this is Sean. I just came back from court. I have about 10 minutes to spare. In today's video, we are going to be talking about whether or not it's a good idea to apologize either as a private investigator or as a private security officer. A couple of weeks ago, David from the Security Guard Command made an awesome video about apologies and why you should not apologize as a private security officer. I'm not disagreeing with his argument of not apologizing. All I'm doing is I'm expanding the subject. And I'm going to say in my video that it's a good idea to apologize, and I will set forth the reasons why. I am not disputing that you should apologize. I'm not saying that you should not apologize. All I'm doing, once again, is expanding on his topic. In the description box below, I'll leave a link so you guys can watch the video. Please, after you're done watching my video, watch his video for his alternative perspective. And that's what I'm doing. I'm only offering another perspective of things. I'll tell you this, guys and gals. For me, apologies work. If apologizing works for you, I don't think it's a bad idea to apologize as well. If you guys don't know already, I've been in law enforcement for a very long time and been in all types of different situations. I'm gonna give you a brief story. Not too long ago, I ran into these two people who come from an area that is basically well known for sovereign citizens. You guys don't know who sovereign citizens are, or you never dealt with them before. They want you to explain every reason for contact, especially if you come from a law enforcement role. These guys were tough. The first contact I made with them was friendly. I even asked them, is there anything that I can do to help you? That came off, well, we'll say this. Everything just went south from there. I can't give into details on what happened, but there was an argument right then and there. These guys were not following with my lawful orders, and they became an officer safety hazard when they attempted to leave, even after being detained. I had to raise my voice. I had to change the tone of my voice so it's a little bit more aggressive. And in doing so, I was able to gain some compliance. Again, guys, I don't like to change my tone of voice, but sometimes I have to sound with somebody, or sound as if I'm with somebody with some authority. And in doing so, it tends to irritate people. It tends to generate a lot of complaints. Guys, this was a situation where it could have ended in violence. It could have ended really bad. And at the end of the day, this is what I did. I talked to both of these people one-on-one. I said this. I said, I apologize if I came off a little bit strong, but this is the reason why I came off the way that I did. Guys, with both of these persons these are your hardcore persons who don't believe that the law exists, or they don't believe the law pertains to them. They were in tears. Why is that? One of them told me, my whole life I've been treated unfairly by people in a uniform. And this is the first time ever that someone has ever apologized to me. Thank you very much for apologizing. Thank you for breaking down what it is that you needed to do and why you took these actions. This has never happened to me in my whole life. I got tears from both of these persons, you guys. If I can get the same reaction, there should be no reason that you guys should also get the same reaction. But there's a time and place for apologizing. Typically, I'm going to agree with David from the Security Guard Command. When in doubt, apologize for that person's emotions instead of apologizing for your own actions. So if this person is upset, you want to say, sir, ma'am, I apologize that you feel that way, and then explain the actions. I also like to say this. When there's a heated a heated argument, a heated situation, I do what's called a tactical retreat. I take a pause if my safety is in jeopardy. With both of these persons, I took the tactical pause for about 3 minutes, and I reapproached them. And I said, can we start all over again? As if we never met, as if we never had this altercation. Those are the most powerful words that you can use sometimes. Can we start all over again? It looks like we came to a rough beginning, a rough start. Is it okay if we start all over again? Guys, those words, that phrase of words means a lot to a lot of people. I see a lot of videos on YouTube with police officers, security officers having interactions with people. And the way they come off on people, it's too aggressive, but I understand why. And I rarely see them ask the person who they just had a dispute with, can we start all over again? You see, everyone else, police and security officers, they're not apologizing. They're coming up a little bit too rough. The moment they hear somebody say, can we start all over again, is the moment that they begin to think that you are different. You're not the same person that they've been dealing with for many years. You don't represent that level of authority that they have been in conflict with all of those years. You're somebody different. Not too long ago, I got in a small fender bender traffic collision. I had my junky car and I hit the back of a brand new BMW. On the back had a USC graduate alumni license plate. I'm thinking, oh man, I bumped into the wrong person. This person's gonna complain, their neck hurts, their back hurts. The first thing that I did is I said, I am so sorry. Guys, I even went like this. Like, I am so sorry for turning your day into a horrible day. I'm sorry. And you guys, there was damage on that vehicle. But I'll tell you what. My apology was received in a good manner. And why is that? She never filed a claim against me. I provided my phone number, my insurance information, never, ever filed a claim against me. She dealt with it on her own ways. I'm not saying that if you crash into somebody and you apologize that they're not going to file a claim against you if you're at fault. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that apologizing goes a long way. You got to humble yourself sometimes, especially if you're wrong. It's okay to be wrong, you guys. I'm wrong a lot. But I own up to my mistakes. And if somebody wants to hold me accountable, then I will be that person to be held accountable. I think law enforcement officers, I think security officers should at least consider my tips, my techniques, my advice. Some of you are saying, well, if you apologize, you're basically admitting guilt, and that could be used against you in civil court. No. We have 50 states in the United States, excluding District of Columbia. 38 of those states have apology laws. What that means is that if there's some type of accident or malpractice, if you are the defendant and you apologize, that word of apology cannot be used as evidence against you. There's 38 of the states. What I highly recommend that you do is just go on the search engine and search the terms of apology laws and then whatever state you're in. So if you're in Alabama, apology laws in Alabama, apology laws in Ohio. A lot of medical malpractice cases will start popping up, or statutes that involve medical malpractice, but you got to keep reading into the articles. Eventually, you'll land on some civil litigation statutes that state that offers of sympathy, apologies, cannot be used against you in civil court. As I get more information, I'll start leaving more information in the description box below. Guys, I'm in California. My level of understanding tends to gravitate towards California. I know that there are those of you who are in totally different states, but please use those search terms to look that information up. Don't take what I say as facts. Make sure you verify everything that I'm telling you. If you are a manager, you own a security company, always consult with legal professionals, attorneys, who can provide a better route. Okay, your apologies go a long way, especially if you're wearing uniform. I give you an example of law enforcement. I give you a citizen example. You're probably wondering, can you give me some security examples? Guys, most of my security experience, I'm going to admit, was in the late 1990s to early 2000s. I started 3 years of private security experience before I got into law enforcement. Got into security in 1998, right when I turned 18. I can't give you examples from 1998 to 2001 because they would be horrible examples, because I didn't apologize during those years. I was young. I was between 18 and 21 during those different years. I didn't know better. I didn't have anybody that told me it's okay to apologize. Otherwise, I give you more examples. Apology goes a long way. I get so frustrated seeing on TV security and police officers not apologizing when they're obviously wrong. Apology can go a long way. It can prevent you from getting complaint. I'm in the business, and so are you, a business of generating lots of complaints, potential lots of complaints. But every single time that I apologize to somebody, I've never received a citizen's complaint, never had a lawsuit filed against me, none of that. Now, I'll say this, guys. There's some limitations with apologies. If a doctor does surgery on me, so let's just say my right leg needs to be amputated. If you're a doctor, if you amputate my left leg, there is no amount of apologies that are going to fix this issue. You can apologize by providing me enough compensation to make up for this error that you made. So usually in medical malpractice lawsuits, apologies don't go that far. Now there's some studies that say yes. I'll provide some studies from CalBAR, California Association. I'm all messed up right now, guys. I just got off of court. Anyhow, CalBAR provided an article. There's a study at the University of Illinois. The law professor studied 500 plus participants and found and concluded that in cases where there was an apology, there is less litigation or almost no litigation. I'll leave a link in the description box below. There are other studies that will contradict what I'm also telling you. It just depends on all of the circumstances. Let me know what you guys think of apologizing. When is it a great time to apologize? When is it a bad time to apologize? That's all I have, guys and gals. Make sure you guys are all safe out there, and please keep it professional.